Asian to Pacific Islanders in the crowd. Can we give them a round of applause? We are in Koreatown as well. Okay, yes, but yes, we are marching for diversity, equity, social justice for cannabis. We're marching for cannabis legalization, the plant. We have an incredible lineup of speakers. Shout out to Cannabis NYC. We're working with the city this year. That's a big deal, guys. We used to just be in the streets making things happen. Now we got the city. We got a whole flow. That is huge. Yes. Okay, so we have a lot of legends here. Cannabis legends, people who've been doing this stuff for years, leading the path for us. So we got to make sure we give a lot of thanks to everybody who comes to His Stage today. I am going to be announcing our first guest, Mr. David Collins. Let's give him a round of applause. He will introduce, all the wonderful things he's done in the space. But yes, let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you so much. This is incredible to be here, and it's just amazing to see, all these folks assembled already and how big this crowd's going to get during the course of time at the march. But I was reflecting on the way over here. I was here in 1980. So in the 43 years since, to watch what this has become is incredible. And I come for you today as once a kid who dreamed of watching legalization happen, to standing here before you as a partner in the law firm of Prince LaBelle, helping the legalized industry get off the ground. But it's my great privilege to actually be before you all as the executive and legal director of Empire State Normal, and as the founder and president of New York City Cannabis Industries Association, say this is an incredible day. For me, it has been a life's work of watching and talking to activists and seeing what could be achieved step by step, inch by inch. And so I asked myself, what are we still marching for? We won. We got legalization. Where do we go from here? And it just constantly resounds in my ear that this is the biggest city in the nation and the largest cannabis market in the world. It's the most ambitious and best program developed, and yet it still needs hope. It needs inclusion, and it needs to have pathways for legacy to legal. And the people that have been in the market for decades need to still have access to licensure and to be able to make this the market it should be. So when I look back at the years and what we've all achieved together and what we can do step by step, there are many steps still to go. But to have New York City and the Small Business Alliance as part of that, to have all the activist groups finally merge together, fighting for the same cause with the same voice, this is an incredible opportunity to be able to be part of. And so I am so grateful to all of you who made it all happen. Those of us who've been able to give support in the background, and we would like to be able to continue this movement any way possible. So thank you, it's a beautiful day, and it's a beautiful march. Thank you.
Woo, yes, give them a round of applause for those beautiful words. Woo. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep the momentum going with our second speaker. We have Aaron Kay, also known as Pie Man, who is going to be hitting this mic right now. Woo-hoo! Hey. Yes. I'm gonna hand this over to you in just a second. Once you get comfortable.
Sorry.
Okay.
Howdy. Welcome to the 50th anniversary of the New York Smoke-Ins. April 29th, 1973 was my first smoke-in New York City. I'm going to give you a chronology for those of you who were not even here at the time. 1973, we marched on John and Martha Mitchell's house during Watergate. A few days later, Martha Mitchell spills the beans about Richard Nixcomb, who was then El Fuhrer, predecessor of Chumpy. Now go down a year. May 18th, 1974. We had We had a lot of people, but the city fucked with yanked our permit at the last minute, and we were unprepared. We didn't have the money to do a guerrilla operation, which I'll tell you about later. I could talk about it now for so many years. Okay, 74, I led 300 people to march on Harold Janine's house. Janine was the head of ITT, which overthrew the socialist government in Chile, thanks to Nick Scum and Kiss Assenger. And then I took the crew to Roy M. Cohn's house. Roy M. Cohn, who is Chump's lawyer. When I said over the PA, give the one finger salute, the captain grabs me by the arm gently, and had these two 17-year-olds helping me with the PA system. We got a summons, disorderly conduct. Big fucking deal.
Big deal.
Yes, in 75 I didn't make it, but 76 was an interesting one where it rained on May Day, May 1st. So we did National Marijuana Day Part 2. We had thousands of people marching up Fifth Avenue. We almost clashed with the Armed Forces Day Parade. That would have been nice, wouldn't it?
That's right. You tell them, Aaron.
Support our soldiers, but say fuck you to the military. You know, at that time, Mayor Beam was the enchilada, one of the guys I pied. And we would have said, hit Beam with a beam. That would have been 76, National Marijuana Day Part 2. That was May 15th, 76. 77, same old shit. 78, we did a guerrilla action of getting the truck into Central Park. Okay, but here's the thing, there's a lot, the story of the New York smoke-ins go on and on. But dang it, we survived Giuliani, we survived Bloomberg, we'll survive the crew that be, and we demand peace talks because there are things that gotta be smoothed out. Peace talks, man. Let's yell it. Peace talks now. Peace talks now. Peace talks now. Peace talks now. Because the polarization can't continue. Okay, I turn it over.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Hi, man. 50 years of advocacy. For our next speaker, we have Commissioner Kevin Kim.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know that even a couple of years ago, you couldn't imagine New York City Small Business Services in partnership with this incredible history of the parade. I want to recognize all the organizers. 50 years, anything that can last for 50 years, I just turned 53, is a good thing. So we are excited. If you look down the block, we've got our Moby truck that has all of our small business services. And this is something that we really want to impress upon everybody here and in the entire city, that there is so much opportunity here. And that opportunity has to go to those most harmed by the war on cannabis. And we are committed to do that. From day one, Mayor Eric Adams has said small businesses and equity principles will lead our economic recovery. And in the last 16 months, we've done that. This industry is a prime example of where we can take it and really successfully implement his vision of an economic recovery that is based on equity. So, I just want to say congratulations. Also, this is May. It happens to be National Small Business Week. I do want to say that as a former State Liquor Authority Commissioner, I know that a lot of people out there are wanting the licenses and just focus sometimes too much on the retail licenses. But there are 9 different licenses. There's many different ways to get involved in this industry. businesses that don't even touch the plant, and we have to support all of it because we want you to be the ones who are most successful in this effort. As part of Asian American History Month, I do also want to acknowledge Kristen Jordan, who's here somewhere. She launched the Asian Cannabis Roundtable to make sure that the API community also has a voice in this industry. So again, congratulations, have a great parade, and on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, we know that it's your advocacy that has helped us get to this point. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Kim. Okay, so for our next speaker, we're going to have Charlene Brown Wyans from the Civilian Complaint Review Board. Woo-hoo!
Blow your whistles for cannabis. Blow your whistles for cannabis. Let me hear you blow your whistles for cannabis. So also on behalf of the New York Cannabis Chamber of Commerce, I bring you all greetings. The Cannabis Chamber of Commerce is a statewide trade organization which started right here in New York, and we stand on 3 pillars: access, advocacy, and education. Our founding principle is to achieve equity for our community. We represent the collective interests of our members by proactively interacting with governmental entities, media organizations, and the public to promote and protect the cannabis community. We are a steadfast ally of and champion for social equity in the medical and the emerging adult use sectors. Equity is where we start, and equity is where we end. We are grateful to have this opportunity to work on the front lines to support the startup of a robust market that will foster economic development, provide a safe, responsible product, and provide much needed funds for our community, and we commend all of those who are working on the front lines in this industry. Equity for you and me. Equity for our community. Equity for you and me. Equity for our community. I can't hear y'all. Equity for you and me. Equity for our community. Blow your whistles for cannabis. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for those powerful words. Oh man, so many beautiful faces. I love to see everybody out here enjoying the plant. For our next guest, we have Ethan Nadelman, founder of Drug Policy Alliance. Let's give him a round of applause. It's a big one.
Thank you very much. You know, I'll tell you something. When I hear people complain about the smell of cannabis in the streets in New York, my response to them is, that's the smell of freedom. That is the smell of freedom. Because I think, look, we can all be here now, we can talk about the future, how we're going to sort out all the issues around regulated, blah, 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 blah. But as somebody who started working on ending cannabis prohibition 35 years ago, and led the efforts on the ballot initiatives and other legislative reforms, the Drug Policy Alliance, and even before, what I can tell you is, this is a moment to remember the almost 1 million people, including some standing here, right, who got arrested simply for having some marijuana in their pocket or smoking a joint. How many of you have been busted for weed? Raise your hands. That was seriously fucked up. And it wasn't just the marijuana arrests and the ostentatious racial bias of those marijuana arrests. It was the fear that people had to live with about even knowing, would the cops stop me? Well, are they going to get caught here? Can I travel with it or not? It was about people, women giving birth in hospitals and having their babies taken away or losing custody because they tested for marijuana. It was about people being disqualified for jobs because they tested positive for marijuana. It was about taking a plant, a substance, that for most of us is safer and more enjoyable than alcohol. Not for everybody, and let's acknowledge there are people in the world for whom this drug is not the right drug and it's caused more harm than good. But for the vast majority of us, this substance, its freedom, is fundamental. And I'm very proud of the fact that Drug Policy Alliance, under my successors, under Cassandra Fenerick, under Melissa Moore, led the way to make New York the first state in America where one can openly smoke a joint anywhere you can smoke a cigarette. That is freedom. God bless.
Thank you, yes, to freedom. Okay, next speaker we have is Paul Gilman.
Thank you, thank you. My name is Paul Gilman. I'm with the Green Party of New York State, Bronx Greens chapter. You know, we're for we have one of the most progressive platforms on legalizing pot. And I want to emphasize, we want no GMO, no genetically modified organism marijuana. We want the real thing. We don't want any pesticides pot. And this is our opportunity, if we advocate, to make New York State the best marijuana in the world, because we can ban GMOs, we can ban pesticides, and turn New York into a tourist destination for cannabis users who want good, clean, safe, organic pot. So even though we have legalized it, and I put that in quotation because they're still busting people for it, so our work is not over. But when you see these politicians, and there's going to be plenty of them swarming, tell them we want organic pot, no GMOs, no pesticides. And I want to thank the organizers, Steve Bloom, and Troy Smith, and Noah Potter and all the other ones in New York City for doing this. You know, and if the Democrats and Republicans screw you over, vote for the Greens. And, you know, and we also are against the mass incarceration. We've been there from the very beginning. You know, the unequal arrest rates for Black and Latino people. That has to end. Sadly, it's still going on. And yeah, in the Bronx, everywhere. So even though we have major victories and there's a lot of positive going on, it's not over. No GMO, no pesticide pot. I'm getting the signal. Thank you for letting me speak. Thank you. Thank you, Tosi. You're a wonderful host. Can we have a big hand for the wonderful... All right, thank you. Thank you, peace.
Thank you, peace and love. So much great information. Yes, there's still a lot of work to be done, even though we are celebrating today. Okay, for our next speaker, we have Mayor's Office of Equity, Commissioner Sadia Sherman. Woo!
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm really happy to be here with you today. My name is Sadia Sherman, and I lead the Mayor's Office of Equity, which is focused on fostering a more equitable New York City. You can't separate cannabis from race, given the war on drugs. So when Cannabis NYC was rolling out in small business service, it was a no-brainer that we partner. So what does the equitable cannabis industry look like in New York City? It's one where the communities that were most harmed by the war on drugs are positioned to economically succeed, where they have business opportunities, quality jobs, where they're able to economically succeed across all ladders of the market, and that's what we're focused on. We want to make sure that this is an industry where the tax revenues are coming back into the communities that were most harmed, where people have good health information and can make informed decisions, and where the policies that we roll out in New York City are being informed by the communities that were most impacted. And so our office is really excited to partner with Cannabis NYC and SPS. If there's any message that I can share today, is don't delay. There are resources and information available from the city right now through Cannabis NYC. You can pick up the phone, you can sit down with people who can help you start a business plan, access resources, access financing. And so we want to make sure that you're positioned to succeed as the adult use market becomes available. So please don't delay. Make sure you take advantage of these resources. And we're glad to celebrate the end of Prohibition with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Sadia Sherman. Yes, there is economic justice to be reached, so make sure you tap into those resources, okay? That the mayor put aside resources for cannabis. That hasn't happened in a long time, so let's be proud of that. Okay, so our next guest is my brother, Canaware Society, Grizzly Beaucourt. Let's go! Give him a round of applause. He deserves more than that.
Hello, everyone. Can I get a year? My name is Grizzly Volcourt. I am the founder and executive director of CannaWare, New York Cannabis United. I would like to give a shout out to everyone who helped get us to this point, to the advocates, to our fallen soldiers, to those still doing time. Today is a celebration. We're marking 50 years of the Cannabis Parade, 50 years of hip hop. Celebration, but the fight is not over. There's many of us who are still working to make sure everyone who fought to get us to this point gets a piece of the pie. So I want to make sure everyone remembers that today as we walk to Union Square, that we're celebrating, but the fight is not over. So thank you everyone. Have a good time. Happy to be here. Salute.
Thank you, Grizzly. Thank you. I see a lot of people in the crowd actually. You know, shout out to Dank Duchess, shout out to Happy Monkey, shout out to Bronx Normal, shout out to all the normals. You know, I might be missing some people. Shout out to NYU Cannabis Policy, that's my group. Okay, for our next speaker, we have one of the founders of the Cannabis Parade. That is a really big deal. We got Dana Beal coming up. Yes, let's give him a round of applause.
Hi. Well, they have a stock photo of the early Cannabis Parade from 1974. And in the corner of the photo, I'm riding my bike up Fifth Avenue. We used to start in Washington Square Park and end up in Central Park. It's been somewhat constrained, but at least we got this spot here instead of over there. So I would say we are making progress. But I have a few thoughts for today, being in his house, the 50th anniversary. And I just wanted to note that in the just passed budget, right, they had two things that were mentioned that were drug related, which I think are totally ass backwards. One was a crackdown on unlicensed pot. And you know, if there's a $10,000 fine and you can't pay it, you will go to jail, right? I think this is going in the wrong direction. In 2009, when Obama got in, and you know, spontaneous medical marijuana was just breaking out stores in Colorado, we did a little demonstration down in Washington, D.C., in which we said if they can't pardon the medical marijuana prisoners, the least they can do is have equal justice. And there are people in the previous administration who just tortured prisoners, engaged in illegal wiretaps, and oh, by the way, there's all these financial criminals who just tank the economy, right? And none of them are going to go to jail. So we want one of those guilty Republicans in the cell next to every pot prisoner in America if they can't pardon the pot prisoners. Now, we still have 40,000 people in prison for marijuana, last I checked, across the country. Well, 12 years later, Biden sweeps into office, and they're arresting guilty Republicans right and left for January 6th. And I noticed that when they reached a certain point, Biden pardoned 6,500 pot prisoners. Well, guys with a misdemeanor. The actual pot prisoners didn't get out yet, right? There's plenty of people still in federal prison for large amounts of marijuana. And we want those people out. So I have this theory that when Donald Trump and the coup plotters are indicted, they might start pardoning some more people. Because as you push these people into the prisons, people will squirt out through the cracks. And some pot people will get out that way. But I have one more thing I have to say. One of the things that the pot parade did was it had a guy in it named Howard Lotsoff, who discovered this other plant from Africa gets people off of heroin overnight. And this is ibogaine, you heard me talk about it before. We have a bill we're trying to get Crystal People-Stokes, who's the chief proponent of marijuana in the state, to sponsor. The last sponsor didn't really do anything with it, which is obvious, since instead of having a cure for fentanyl, they scheduled 20 fentanyl analogs and had a crackdown on marijuana. So what we would like to do is actually have them address the problem. 1 million people will die in the next 10 years. 100,000 will die a year from fentanyl. The marijuana movement didn't have to come up with the cure for drugs. We did it purely to do the right thing. But we wish people would pay attention. Ibogaine will cure addiction to cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, alcohol, cigarettes, and methamphetamine, and it is not being used. It also works for Parkinson's disease because it works through a nerve growth factor in the brain. So what I'm saying is, tell Crystal People-Stokes, marijuana is very good, but we don't want any backsliding because we don't want to send the wrong message that we're going to bring back marijuana prohibition. And we want you to recognize this other plant is next on the list. It's the very next thing you should do is legalize this African plant. Okay? So that's what I have to say today, and I hope somebody is listening.
Thank you. We were listening. We were, right? Give them a round of applause. Yes, plant medicine does matter. So yes, stay tuned. All right, for our next guest, we have Nicholas Schiller, New York and DC marijuana justice. Woo!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone for being here today. Who's excited to march? Yeah? My name is Nicholas Schiller. I lived in Washington, D.C. for about 20 years, and I moved to New York City about 2 years ago. Back in 2014, I helped write and pass the first legalization of cannabis law on the East Coast. Initiative 71, you got that. Now, Initiative 71 allows adults to grow their own cannabis. Now, who here is a medical cannabis patient here in the state of New York? All right. Now, who here that's raising your hand, how many are you growing your own cannabis right now? Look at that bud. That is a nice bud. Growing at home. Now, I want to talk about that. We're not going to be able to grow here until July 2024. The law says that the state has to issue regulations 18 months after the first sale of cannabis. That doesn't happen until more than a year from now. But if you are a medical cannabis patient here in the state of New York, you can start growing immediately. We've got the New York Small Business Services here. They want to get ahead and try to make sure the businesses are able to go. But you don't need a business to grow your own cannabis. You can do it yourself. You don't need to spend money at one of these 5,000 possibly unlicensed dispensaries that are selling cannabis that you don't even know where it came from. The Latin term is caveat emptor, buyer beware. You don't know if it's got pesticides, heavy metals, mold, but if you grow it yourself, you know exactly what into that cannabis. So think about that. Get a cart, start growing your own cannabis today. Because at the end of the day, it's your power, your freedom to grow what you want, and the only thing you're paying for is the soil and the electricity. And you should try to only buy cannabis that is sun-grown. We talk about saving the environment right now. So much electricity is going to Bitcoin mining and cannabis cultivation that's indoors. Indoor cannabis cultivation is a prohibition model. The future is going to be cannabis grown in the fields under the sun. And if you're buying stuff that's, you're buying it for bag appeal, it doesn't really matter that much. Once it's ground up and smoked, you can't tell how beautiful that bud looked at the end of the day. If you're eating some edible, chances are, it took a while for that to get there, but I think all things to consider. This is the 50th anniversary of this march. I brought the 50-foot joint the last couple years. We couldn't bring it this year. but I wish we would have brought it because this is a beautiful day. I'm so thankful for everyone who's here today, and let's get ready to march for our freedom.
Thank you. Yes, we are going to march all the way down to 14th Street, right? 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 Okay, good. So for our next guest, we have Michelle Santos from Canna Coverage Insurance. Woo-hoo! Let's give her a round of applause. Let's give this beautiful woman a round of applause.
Hey there, everybody. I'm so thankful to be here. Can we say great day? This is a great day. I'm Michelle Santos, founder and CEO of Canna Coverage. We provide risk management services and insurance to protect the resilience and sustainability of the cannabis industry, to protect public health and safety. But before we go into that, I just want to give a great applause for Dashida Dawson, the director of NYC Cannabis, and we got to give it up for our mayor, Eric Adams. Y'all can do better than that. Can you blow a whistle for our local legislators? Yes, we're here to stand up a safe, legal, sustainable cannabis industry. I'm also the state director for Minorities for Medical Marijuana. We believe in the cannabis as a plant, right? Excuse me, as a medicine. The cannabis plant as a medicine. Can we say it's a medicine? Yes. So there's so many qualifying conditions that are impacted by safe, organic cannabis, and that's what we're here to bring to the marketplace. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. I look forward to the parade, so let's celebrate. And everybody say cannabis. Cannabis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Santos. Let's give her a round of applause. Come on, where's the energy? Awesome. I know the weed is kicking in a little bit, but come on, guys. You haven't even started marching. You gotta keep the energy up. Okay, yes. Okay, so we have the honor of having Dashida Dawson grace the stage, founding director of Cannabis NYC. You know, we're working with the government now. Again, that's a really big deal. First time ever in 50 years. Woo! Let's give her a round of applause, Dashida Dawson.
Okay, I got too much stuff all in my hand at the same time. So I might need a helper. I'm sorry. We're going to hold that for a second. Thank you. All right. Are we in the house? Cannabis NYC? Yes. I am so thrilled to be joining you for the 50th anniversary of the New York City Cannabis Parade and Rally, and also the first time in 50 years that the city has supported this cannabis parade. I have been coming to this parade for nearly a decade myself, and so many of the people that I've been able to fellowship with, work with in the cannabis industry have been supporting this industry for decades. And so this is a give of flowers moment. Because the reality is the city has not done this on their own. We are building upon the foundation that already exists, and I am thrilled to be the person presenting those flowers on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams. With that being said, you cannot have a parade, of course, without a grand marshal. And so before I get started, I just want to make sure that all of the right people are near the stage. All of the right people need to be near the stage because I can't make a presentation without one. Okay, so let's get the first thing out. We have a couple of presentations. Hey!
Look, live. I understand. This is our live stream.
I think it's critical that when we deal with the future, we are very, very clear on what the past has been. This City of New York Certificate of Recognition is presented to the Youth International Party, better known as the Yippies, for its foundational role in the effort to legalize marijuana. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. And since the 1960s, the Yippies have been a strong advocate for the use of marijuana, particularly through its well-known smoke-ins. Today, New York City Cannabis Parade and Rally, first initiated by the Yippies, celebrates the legalization of marijuana and the creation of new commercial corridor. It is the start of our city's journey to make amends to those who were villainized and imprisoned, and a celebration of the medical and social benefits of cannabis. As we all gather today, I am pleased, on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, to recognize the Youth International Party for its historical role in this fight, as well as its commitment to building a better, brighter future for our 5 boroughs. I'd like to invite Dana Beal up to the stage to accept this certificate.
What will Abby Hoffman say?
Thank you so much for your service. Thank you.
Well, when the Yippies started, they had much more expansive goals: ending the war in Vietnam, bringing peace and democracy to America. But legalized pot seems to be a pretty good runaround.
It is, especially when it can be a tool for reparative and restorative justice. Ain't that right? Yes, okay? Thank you so much, Dana. We appreciate you.
We do whatever we can. Let me talk to you later.
Thank you. Woo-hoo, give a round of applause for our history. Youth International Party. Hey, how you doing? All right, let's move on to our next. This certificate of New York, City of New York Certificate of Recognition, my apologies, is presented to the New York City Cannabis Parade and Rally. I want to quickly state, woo-woo, shout out to the New York Cannabis Parade and Rally. Again, this is in recognition of its long-standing efforts to legalize marijuana for years. This organization has helped destigmatize the selling and use of cannabis through activism and coalition building. And in its success, this group has demonstrated the power and potential of prolonged civic engagement. Today's event not only marks the legalization of marijuana, again, is the creation of a new commercial corridor. As we all gather, on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, I'm pleased to recognize the New York City Cannabis Parade and Rally for its commitment to our community and to our city. I'm going to quickly recognize the board members right now and ask them to come up to the stage with me. Those who are with us. Of course, we have to kick things off with Mr. Steve Bloom, of course. Steve! Thank you so much. Thank you. Take a picture with me too. I know. We weren't prepared because we've been working all day.
Over here. Thank you, ma'am.
Straight ahead.
Stay up here with us, Steve, okay? I'm not sure if this board member is here, but I also want to give a shout out to Leo Bridgewater. Woohoo! Another board member that deserves our shout out is Kimberly Burns, known as Kim B. I'm very excited about this one in particular, Ice Dawson. Woohoo! Shout out to 4D4. Where you at? Come join us on stage. Yes, please. We have also Dave Holland. Woo! Ryan Lepore, are you over here, Ryan? Let's go. Let's go. Let's make space. Tanya Osborne, and last but certainly not least, Troy Smith. Troy! All right, and I just want to thank the New York City Cannabis Parade and Rally, because without your support, your leadership, your ongoing tenacity here, we would not be here today. And even though we're trying to take it a little bit higher and give it a lift, and I think we've done that, I'm excited to be on this journey with you all. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank Tashida Dawson and Cannabis NYC for jumping in and supporting our event. We really needed the lift this year. We really did. And she saved this event, to be honest. So thank you so much. We love Tashida Dawson. Everybody work with her now, okay? And let's have a great regulatory scene in New York. Let's go support all these stores downtown. Go buy some weed.
Thank you. All right. I want to thank everyone. Okay, one more. So of course, I'm very excited because historically, this march has been a protest march, one in which we are really fighting for our rights. This year, we have some things to celebrate. And when you're doing a celebratory parade, you cannot do it without a grand marshal. And for that, I am very excited to announce our grand marshal. But first, let's learn a little bit more about him. This City of New York Certificate of Recognition is presented to our Grand Marshal, Shice Bone! Hey, for your long-standing activism and entrepreneurship, your ambition, business acumen, and innovative approach established you as a leader in the cannabis industry. And you have consistently delivered high-quality products, okay? High-quality services. So, as well as we celebrate the medical and social benefits of cannabis, in your role as Parade Grand Marshal, you have supported these important efforts, and we thank you. And so on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, I am pleased to recognize your commitment to building a better, brighter future for all of our 5 boroughs. Thank you, Shari. First things first, I gotta pass the mic really quickly. I'm gonna hold. All right.
Look at me. Over here, guys. Right here. Got it.
You want to take the mic? Really quickly, I'm gonna pass the mic.
I'll smoke to that. Thank you. I appreciate the love. It feels good being a native New Yorker, being in front of my city and performing in the cannabis space. I've been performing for a long time, so I feel like in the last 2 years, since it's been legalized, that I've been trying to put a progressive foot forward into transitioning from legacy to legal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for all the trappers. I'm here for all the illegal dispensaries, all the gray area market people. You know what I mean? As well as all the legal people who are now getting licenses. You know what I'm saying? And trying to make a brighter future for themselves. So that's what I represent. I represent the Smokers Club. I represent Heavy Smoke. I represent Happy Monkey. I represent Astor Club. I represent Search. I represent the whole New York. I do this for the city, not just myself, not just for Harlem, but the 5 boroughs. Thank you, Dashida. I appreciate the love. Thank you, New York City. Thank you, Mayor Adams. And let's march, man, and let's celebrate and let's smoke, man. If you smoke weed, make some motherfucking noise. All right.
And now we celebrate. I'm going to pass the mic to our lovely MC to close us out. But in the next couple of minutes, we will be leaving, and we will be following for the first time ever the Cannabis NYC float. It's time for us to celebrate, time for us to party as well, and be aware of what the journey we have ahead. We are on a mission, New York City, and we are going to deliver on that mission. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was amazing, guys. Can we give another round of applause? Please. That was amazing. We are ready to march, y'all. Are y'all ready to march? Are y'all ready to march? Thank you to all of our wonderful speakers. You know, people who've been doing this for decades, representing legacy, representing legal, representing plant medicine, representing heavy smoke. We are in the marijuana capital of the world, New York. Yeah, so we're about to march. So we should start getting lined up, honestly. Lined up this way, the long way, because we're going to be going that way to the left. Okay? So, you know, remember from elementary school, like line up everybody. Let's do it. Let's smoke together. Let them smell us coming down the road. Thank you so very much.
Coming down the
We're going to start lining up behind Pilar. She is wearing a green goddess, you know, wig. She's Miss Cannabis. You can't miss her, right? Pilar. So we're going to start lining up behind Pilar, and we'll be calling out the tendencies to follow, okay? Let's do this.
We'll wait till they go and then, because then a bunch of people will come. Yeah. We're going to that float right there. Come on.
You see, you got enough time.
Follow me. Follow.
Love is in the air, man.
Wait, look. Guys, moving. I thought it was going to be more challenging.
Goddess, come on. Think about it, then follow.
Shout out to the Green Party.
What happened to the 15-foot joint?
The rain killed it last year.
Let's start lining up, guys.
Step.
First, the lineup behind the float is
Right here. Stop right here.
okay? Happy monkey. First, the lineup behind the float. Take our position, people.
Folks.
Hey! We need some people to hold that banner in front. We need some banner carriers.
All right, we got one here.
Right here. That banner right there. Okay, let's go. Leanne, put it together. Let's make it happen, baby. You're going to see the guys. That's a nice experience. I got a huge experience. Hold on again, man. Let's go. The guy in the middle. Stretch it out. Wait. Get back there. Wait. Get some in. Get two more. Help. Come on. Turn it around. Got it? Face the camera. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody looking right here. Jack Hammer!
Everybody's talking.
66 High School, Fairfax High School, LA.
Guys, move up behind Aaron more. Move up right behind Aaron.
There we go. Do you see her? In the green outfit?
Okay, pretend you're happy, all right?
Yeah. I wish I had my
Everybody raise your fists up. Fists up, everybody.
Oh yeah, there's not a lot of people out here getting high as shit.
We smoke pot and we like it a lot. We
That's
smoke
gang
pot
gang right there.
and we like it a lot.
We smoke pot.
Like it a lot.
I love your outfit. It's a good weather today too. I know it's gonna be 71. I'm about to take my jacket.
Watch that, where? Aaron.
Present. That makes no sense. Yeah.
Yes, I.
I'm gonna tag you happy monkey to my video. You guys.
Sorry, baby. I wrote that fucking go too far.
park right here. Everyone's welcome to join us. This is the NYC cannabis community. If you feel like you're a part of that community, just jump on the line. Just join us. Let's go. My name is Shice Bubs, Mr. Kiki, and I represent this city, the best city in the world. I'll tell you, the best city in the world, New York City. Here we go, doing our thing. We got the Marijuana Hall of Fame out here doing their thing. Rashida Dawson, the cannabis zone of New York City.
is actually illegal. And so we have legal tents in the street on Union Square West for you to legally lift off.